Welcome to my bedroom again. It's quite a mess this time. Alright, big news. Listenfell, the famous guild, the oldest guild in our realm, they were created back in 2007 and they're still going. That's amazing. And they wanted to merge with us because they're missing people for 25-man raids. And so I had a little chat with them. Honestly, I'm quite flattered they wanted to merge with us, which such an old guild to want to merge with a new guild as we are in comparison. It's really flattering, and it's a good thing. Not, I'm confused maybe. So here's the deal. They raid from 20 PM server time until midnight server time as well. And most of our guildies can only raid quite late at night. Our raiding schedule was made because people can come any earlier. If we change to a guild that raids at 8 PM, most of our guildies won't be able to come anyway. So I kinda said no, we couldn't merge because of that precisely. But if you are unable, I know there are loads of people in our guild that don't raid, and maybe that's because of the schedule. If you're not able to raid with us, I'd recommend you move to Listenfell because they are looking for people. So if you are not happy with us as a guild, there are open doors at Listenfell, or at least they said so. So you're most welcome to join. Their progress is currently 5 heroic bosses out of 12, which is basically the same progress as we have if we kill Magma. But anyway, moving on to more important news. 4.2 is coming up next Wednesday. Have you read your tactics up for the new raid bosses? No? Well, here are some of them.
So here we have the Firelands map. You can see 5 bosses represented by the little skulls, as always. There are 2 more bosses. You have to kill these 5 first in order to unlock the other 2. And a funny fact about this instance is that the first 4 bosses, these 4 bosses, they can be killed in any order, alright? Any of them can be the first guy we go to. So let's focus on the strategy guides for these first 4 bosses, because we're not going to be doing anything else until we kill these 4. So at the top left of the screen you have Bethtilak, which is kind of a fiery spider. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Bethtilak? I don't know. This raid instance is full of bosses, I can't pronounce the names. On the southern right corner you have Lord Realith, which is a real big guy with the stone armor. You have to break the stone first, and then he reveals himself as a big fiery ball of lava, magma, I don't know. So, and this is another possibility for first boss in the raid instance. On the northeastern side of Firelands we have Alice Razor. Once again, not sure if I pronounced that right. She's kind of a fiery phoenix. It's a fight with lots of phases. I think it's 4 phases or something, and they're always repeating themselves. Should be a fun fight. I'm looking forward to this particular one. And last in the middle we have Shanox. This is kind of a hunter guy with 2 puppies, and apparently not related to fire at all. For some reason, I don't know. So let's take a look at the tactics, shall we? Now, I am not going into detail for any of these tactics. Below this video I'll leave you 2 links per boss. One of the links will take you to this website, which is 25man.com. Although it's called 25man, the tactics can also be adapted to 10 men. And on some bosses they do say some stuff specifically for 10 men there, for example. So Bethtilak is a sort of fiery spider. There are 2 levels in this fight. There's a ground level and there's a web level. Alright, and basically we'll have to split into 2 teams, and one team will be downstairs on the ground killing ads. There's an ad priority to look out for, and the group on the web will be DPSing Bethtilak. And there are some different abilities at the top, some different abilities downstairs as well. And then there's phase 2, where where Bestialak just comes below the web as well, and comes to the ground. All the two groups come together and they kill her. There are some new abilities there as well, and I recommend you go check that out. Lord Realith is a fire giant protected with an armor of stone. Basically, he'll start this fight with 80 stacks of this armor, and this armor reduces 1% of damage taken. So 80 stacks reduces 80%. This is a fight where there's a lot of damage on the raid, apparently, and the DPS will be focusing on DPSing one of his legs. Depending on the leg you DPS, Realith will turn in that direction, alright? And he can never ever reach the lava outside the ring. If he does that, it's a wipe. So we'll be DPSing either the right leg or the left leg, and we have to avoid Realith walking in a straight line. If he ever walks in a straight line, we might not be able to change his direction quick enough, and that would be a wipe. There are also some ads, there are some volcanoes to avoid, and after he reaches, I think it's 30%, 30, maybe 25, I don't know, he will reach his liquid state. What happens in this liquid state is just a Zerg phase, okay? Basically everyone will take huge amounts of AoE damage and we have to kill them as fast as possible. Alice Razor. So this guy has 4 basic phases. The first phase, he's gonna fly upwards and summon some ads. One or two of the DPSers will have to fly. I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2. I've seen guys saying it's 2 players, but I'm not sure if they're only talking about 25 men or not. Anyway, we'll figure that out. And on that first phase, basically the group downstairs will be, the group on the ground will be killing some ads, and the guy flying will be flying and DPSing the boss. On second phase, the boss will summon some tornadoes through the area, and we'll have to either move to a safe spot or keep ourselves safe. I've seen fights, I've seen guilds doing this, moving to a safe spot, but it can be quite uncomfortable depending on your position when the tornadoes are summoned. And I've seen people doing pretty well just staying in their spots and avoiding the tornadoes. There are a lot of tornadoes, by the way. You should definitely go check the video, because this looks a very interesting fight. The third phase, it's a burn phase where the boss is completely immobile, and basically he'll just be there and taking damage. And the last phase is where the boss reignites and starts nuking the raid. After this fourth phase, he returns to phase 1. Last one is Shanox. I'm gonna be honest here, I haven't really read much of this boss because he looks kind of boring to me, but I might be wrong, you never know. Basically there's this hunter guy with hunter-like abilities, and he has 2 dogs. One of them cannot be tanked, and I think that's the one we should DPS out right away. And basically he has some very basic abilities, like throw the spear at a certain player, to put fire on the ground, like immolation traps. It has some ice traps as well, just like a hunter really. And this looks like the most straightforward fight I've seen so far. Probably that's the reason why I find it a bit boring, but I don't know, we never know. We have to wait and see until we are at Fireland. We haven't achieved much progress on Magma since last week. What I see happening is when we go there, the first couple of attempts are fine, but then I don't know if it's demotivation, if it's loss of focus, or what the hell it is, but the attempts just start getting slackier and slackier. So what I'm thinking of doing is going for progress first, because people seem to be more focused, and then we can move on to loot some bosses, and we'll test if that system works any better. This isn't just for Magma. I'm thinking of doing this on progress during Firelands progress as well. Might be a good idea, might not be a good idea, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see results. And it looks like we're going to end this rating tier at the top 50. We're currently at number 47. I kind of doubt we will drop that much until Wednesday. So congratulations everyone. We definitely hit a nice spot in progress, and let's just hope we get a better spot on the next tier of rating. The creator achievement is going quite well. I can't really say that the progress has gone fast ever since we covered it on the video blog, because I wasn't really paying attention to the progress before I covered it. Anyway, we got around 1,000, maybe a bit more, 1,500 maybe creators since last week, and I don't know, it's just a fun achievement. Keep your eyes open for creators, kill them all, go.
Really guys, that's it for this week. Hope you've enjoyed the show as always, and leave me a comment down below saying what you think of my decision regarding Listen Fell. Was it a good idea not to merge? Was it a bad idea? Leave me your comments, opinions in the comment section down below. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Goodbye.